Hey folks, this is Chris Crazy House here, and I did a video earlier in the week talking about I thought you hated Zack Snyder, and so I want to do a follow-up to that video on this channel, and I'm going to be doing this a little bit different than I normally do things here. I was originally just going to get some still shots, but I figured this would be a lot better and better proof as to what my mindset is about this. So when I made this video that I thought that you guys hated Zack Snyder, the response that I got from a lot of people is the reason that so many fans are enthusiastic and are happy about Zack Snyder finally getting his director's cut version of Justice League. The reason people are happy about that is because they feel it's a victory for them, where for once a major studio, which is Warner Brothers, is actually listening to their fans and giving the fans what they want. So from that perspective, I can understand you guys being happy about that. I can understand you guys being excited about that and feeling that you have used your voice and empowered yourselves and kind of got what you wanted out of these studios, right? Okay, I feel you on that, right? But my argument, and I hope people didn't miss the point, and I'm not even criticizing people who want to see the Snyder Cut. I want to see it too. I like director's cuts. I'm one of those people where I feel both cuts of a film can exist, and you can enjoy both cuts of a film for different reasons. You know, I like David Lynch's cut of Dune. I like what's his name, Ridley Scott's cut of Kingdom of Heaven. Let's see, there's lots of director's cuts that I like, right? The director's cut of RoboCop, I love that, right? So for me, I have no problem with an artist being able to do their own cut of the film with a little bit less studio involvement, or getting it put out there in a good format for everyone to see. I have no problem with that whatsoever, and I'm glad that the fans made their voices heard and someone actually listened, and a studio is actually giving them what they want. So that's a good thing, right? My whole thing was, I felt that it's partially some of the same fans who wanted this director's cut are the same ones that caused Zack Snyder to not do Justice League the right way in the first place. So that's what I mean, where I talk about how fickle and how wishy-washy fandom is, most modern fandom is, because like 1 minute they want something, then when they get it their way, they claim they don't want that, they wanted the opposite. It's very weird, and I'll just be honest, a lot of people seem very unhinged anyway, so it's kind of hard I can understand why a lot of studios don't listen to them very often, because if you listen to them, you'll get 10 different versions of what a movie should be. And I mean, these studios are spending so much money on writers, directors, production artists, actors, visual effects artists, and everything else to allow some of the fandom out there to dictate how things should go. It kind of, it doesn't make sense on a monetary level, but it's a weird relationships that studios have with the fans out there, because you can just have a few idiot fans out there with a loud voice who can crush a film, or send it soaring and say it's popular. And you kind of weigh, especially these days, there really is no real gauge to see what they'll like. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys this in a visual format. Normally I don't do these things, but I'm going to do this in real time just to show you guys what I'm talking about, so you guys can see it for yourselves. Now first, you can see my channel here, Crazy House. If you want to subscribe, go right ahead. I'd appreciate that. And like this video if you like it. But I'm just going to scroll down to a couple of years ago, because I did a review for Batman v Superman. This is kind of just to show my credentials on the whole thing, to make sure it show you that I was not a hater of this film. Let's see, where is it at? Because I actually did a drawing of Batman fighting Superman in it. Let's see. Here it is. Batman v Superman, better than most fans deserve. So let me move this over here a little bit so you guys can see it. So that's the video right there. Let me turn the sound down. You guys can see it. So this was my movie review. Now, I did an actual drawing of Batman fighting Superman in that video. So if you want to go check that out, go look it up. Batman BVS, better than most fans deserve. So I actually liked the film, right? I didn't think it was as terrible as everyone made it to be. Do I have my problems with it? Of course I do. Do I think it's perfect? Not at all. But for the most part, I enjoyed the film. I enjoyed the visuals of it. I liked it. There were some things that I would have changed as far as the pacing. And like I said, I thought there was too much of it. But other than that, it was okay, right? And I was at a point in my life where I was thinking, like, people whine too much about movies anyway. I was kind of anti-fandom at the time. I can understand fans having a problem, but a lot of times I think they get kind of caught up in the zeitgeist of what some of these websites and YouTubers say, and not a lot of thinking for themselves. I think they just kind of go along with the crowd for the most part. So, yeah, that was years ago, right? Now I'm going to show you something else here. I'm going to type these in the YouTube search bar, and we can look for ourselves how the fans treated Zack Snyder not too long ago. Now, first I'm going to go to this. Let's see. Batman v Superman rant. Because that's what we do on the internet all the time. We got to have a rant. We can't just talk normally. We can't talk about things in an intelligent and mature manner. You got to have a rant where you're cursing and frothing at the mouth. That's how you got to let people know how you feel about the films. And that's why I say why a lot of film studios don't take the fandom seriously, because they act like a bunch of children. A bunch of grown men and women acting like children. Spoiled children at that. And that's why a lot of times they don't listen to you guys. But like I said, you can just go down the list. Epic rant. Batman v Superman. Batman versus Superman. Dawn of Justice sucked. This is about this guy, Jody's Corner. I'm going to talk about him in a little bit. I'm going to keep going forward because he's actually, while I don't agree with him, he's one of the few people that's been consistent as far as not liking Zack Snyder. He's not like Zack Snyder from the beginning. But people are upset with him now because he's been very anti this new Snyder Cut of Justice League. But people have been attacking him because he doesn't want to go along with it. But like I said, I don't agree with him, but at least he's been consistent, unlike a lot of fans out there. And you got Batman v Superman Angry Movie Review by Angry Joe Show, who's one of those internet knuckleheads I really can't stand because he's too much hyperbole, too much nonsense. You can't really take him seriously. I know he's an actor, but a lot of people take him seriously and take his reviews seriously and will just go along with whatever nonsense that he says, right? Even though he's an actor, he's not. It's an act for his YouTube channel. This is not his real personality. Lots of Batman v Superman sucks. Let's see. Adam Rants movies. Batman v Superman. I'm trying to see if there's any more. Yeah. There's another popular YouTuber, Batman v Superman kind of review. Some more of a sad rant. Part 2. So he did 2 parts on why he doesn't like Batman v Superman. 10 reasons Batman v Superman sucks. So these, like now, Batman v Superman rant. These are all things. Now these are all the people that talked about, it's a victory for fans to get the Snyder Cut, but just 4 years ago, you guys were tearing down Zack Snyder in his last movie he made. The greatest Batman v Superman rant ever. Just trying to get clicks just by putting that on there. So I'm not going to click on it. Just lots of terrible reviews. Chomp down rant spoilers. This guy, Angry Joe, he was angry about the trailer. He didn't like the trailer. So it's just like I said, ridiculousness, right? Let's look up something else here. Let me type something else into the search. Let's type in Zack Snyder rants. Let's go. Let's start from the top. Zack Snyder ruins everything. This was 3 years ago. Zack Snyder rant. And they're comparing him to Rob Liefeld. Rob Liefeld gets too much hate as well. DC movies are better off without Zack Snyder. Okay. Zack Snyder doesn't understand Batman. This was about a year ago, because last year people were getting upset with Zack Snyder because he had Batman kill somebody or kill some people. It kind of was a flash by moment where he killed some of the criminals in Batman v Superman. Everyone was butthurt about that. So they said Zack Snyder doesn't understand Batman, doesn't understand the DC universe. We hate him, we hate him, we hate him. But now we all want the Snyder Cut. Okay. Why Zack Snyder is wrong about Batman killing. Okay. Let's see. The problem with Zack Snyder movies, but now we want the Snyder Cut. Yeah, okay. This was 2 years ago, but like I said, the zeitgeist changes. It seems like that feeling, everything changes. You know, I was wrong about Zack Snyder rant. He isn't the director Justice League deserves. Okay, so this was 4 years ago, and I guess this person liked Zack Snyder, but then when Batman v Superman came out 4 years ago, now he doesn't like Zack Snyder. Okay. Zack Snyder, you're an asshole. Okay, yeah, does that seem like a bunch of people that want to see his version of Justice League? This is what I'm talking about, and this is what I was trying to tell you guys. Because like when I just say it, I think it goes over a lot of people's heads. But when I show you guys what I'm talking about, I hope you guys get the point of why I'm confused as to why you will want to see the Snyder Cut of Justice League. Zack Snyder rant and why a Resident Evil reboot is a great idea. Whatever. Nonsense. Right? So that's mostly the Zack Snyder rants. Okay? Let me type this in and see if I can even get this. So, let me put this Jody's Corner. Snyder Cut. Right? So, all these people that, you know, the Snyder Cut was confirmed and Jody's Corner did a video about it. Now, I didn't watch his entire video, and he gave some ridiculous conspiracy theory as to why there is a Snyder Cut. But people were tearing him up to pieces last week. They're going all the way in on this dude last week and almost making it seem like he's part of the evil establishment just because of his own opinion, he does not like Zack Snyder and doesn't want the Snyder Cut. Now, like I said, I don't agree with him, but unlike a lot of fans, he has been consistent on how he feels about Zack Snyder and Zack Snyder's films, okay? So I can't fault him for that. It's everyone else that seems wishy-washy to me. At least I know what I'm going to get from him. He's had steady hate from the beginning, since Man of Steel days. So I'm not, you know, I can't even be mad at him for that. You know what you're going to get when you go there. But all these other people have been just tearing him a new one because he doesn't want the Snyder Cut. They said Jody's Clown Corner can't accept Zack's Snyder Cut. This is toxic fandom. I think this guy actually did a freestyle. He actually did a freestyle rap dissing Jody's Corner over this damn Snyder Cut. I said the way people act on the internet about things about imaginary characters and movies, things that are not really important, is funny to me. I used to get that emotional about things, but now it's like, as an older adult, it's just a lot of things are just not important. It's just fun entertainment. But these guys, they're die hard. They're more gangster than I am, I guess, about these superhero characters. So, yeah. And then they're attacking this other guy too. Andy Signor can't admit he was wrong about the Snyder Cut. Jody's Corner attacks the Snyder fans. Wow. It's like I said, it's very interesting to me. So this I like this one. How to sell out like Jody's Corner. So he's a sellout because he gave his opinion on how he feels about the Snyder Cut, but I guess he's not with you guys anymore. You liked him when he hated Batman v Superman. He got a lot of views on that. His is one of the top videos, but because he was consistent in saying he doesn't want a Snyder Cut because he doesn't like Zack Snyder's movies, now he's a sellout. He's a hater. He hates the fans, and he's part of the evil establishment. Yeah, like I said, that's the level of maturity we're dealing with, and then you wonder why I get confused or why I don't take modern fandom seriously. So that's all I wanted to say, guys, just to kind of clear up my own thoughts, as well as show you guys an example of what I'm talking about. Anyway, Chris Crazy House signing out. Peace.